This is Maharajan Alayappan. I am going to present my speech on the text called My Childhood. It's an extract from Wings of Fire. It is prescribed for the Beehive text, chapter number 6. Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is known for his scientific research, his unique definition to the word dream, his great love towards children. He has proved himself that has been a great inspirational leader in the world, a worldly figure too. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born in the year 1931 and died in the year 2015. His father name is Jainul Abdin. His mother name is Ashiyamma. He hailed from a very poor family background. Even then, their family was able to contribute more towards the betterment of the poor people and needy people by offering food to the people at the right time. His early childhood marks about his great learning ability and spiritual development and a great understanding about the society and its culture. He was a very short boy, but contrary to his tall and handsome parents, he had an undistinguished look. His house was constructed with limestone and brick. His house also was located in the Mosque Street in the Rameshwaram. They actually lived a very simple life. According to APJ Abdul Kalam, he had a very secure childhood, especially with all aspects, materially and emotionally. His early childhood talks about the great historical events that he had undergone. It was the time of World War II. When he was at 8 years old, there was a sudden demand for tamarind seed. He collected and sold to the shops and he got 6.25 paise. His brother-in-law used to tell more stories about World War. Jalaluddin used to tell more stories about it, from whom he understood the importance of the social life and the worldly happenings. He usually used to read headlines from the Tamil daily called Dinamani. He could directly witness the impact of World War by the news that a suspension of train halt at Rameshwaram. He quotes that the people of Rameshwaram could access newspaper and it was delivered to them only from moving train. The news bundles were thrown to the people on the road between Rameshwaram and Dhanishkodi. He is also talking about how he had the inheriting values. He actually lived in a socio-economic and emotional environment. He learned honesty and self-discipline from his father. He had a great faith in goodness and deep kindness too. When he was talking about his close friends, he gives us an impression that how the harmony was maintained, how the harmony was imbibed on his mind. His close friends were Ramananda Sastri, Aravindan and Sivaprakasan. Most of them were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. He also quotes how these people were able to lead a happy life by occupying or by getting a very decent position in their life. Ramananda Sastri, the son of Bakshi Lakshmana Sastri, had the opportunity, or he was working as a high priest in the Rameshwaran temple. Aravindan had the opportunity to run his business for arranging a transport for visiting pilgrims. Sivaprakasan was working as a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. The annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyana ceremony, his family, he talks about or quotes about, he talks about the ceremony. By quoting this, he justifies or he illustrates a point that how his family was able to live with a harmony, the social harmony. They contributed more towards the Hindu rituals and rites. It was taking place in the Ramatirtha in Rameshwaram. The great Ramayana and the life of the Prophet were told to him by his father as a bedtime stories. So this was also the another reason to prove that he was imbibed with a great spirit. When he was doing his 5th standard at Rameshwaran Elementary School, a new teacher came. And during that time, he wore a cap, that is to indicate a point that he was a Muslim. He sat very close to Ramananda Sastri. This sight really gave him something, gave the new teacher something, a new look. So he could not tolerate it. According to his belief, he could not tolerate it, and he asked APJ Abdul Kalam to move to the, or sit on the last bench. This inflicted on his mind. So he reported to the parents, and Lakshmana Sastri summoned the teacher, and the teacher was warned not to spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance. And he also states that the people of Rameshwaram were rigid in social groups. So Siva Subramania Iyer, the teacher, was also from an Orthodox family, Orthodox Brahmin, but his approach and attitude proved that he was also a rebel against all his beliefs. Kalam, I want you to develop so that you are on par with highly educated people of the big cities. So this statement made by the people proved that teacher wanted him to develop himself, reaching the great heights in life. So that inducing thoughts helped him to realize his great potential. So he was asked to have a midday meal by the teacher. Siva Subramania's wife was horrified by the idea, and she refused to serve the food. But later Siva Subramania served the food. He told that once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted. So he was given a very clear message that such occurrences would happen. He had to face it. He had to overcome that. That's the only thing to see changes in the society. He also understood that how India was very optimistic in even in a very crucial situations like the World War. He actually, to improve his studies, to get more ideas, he wanted to study in the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram to do his studies. His father made a point that, Abdul, I know you have to go away to grow. Does the seagull not fly from the sun alone and without a nest? So this statement proved that how his father had a vision and independent thinking, uniqueness, individuality, spiritual enlightenment, all those points were inflicted on his mind, so that helped him to achieve his personal ambitions and aspirations. He also proved that from this statement, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. You may give them love but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. So this quote from Khalil Gibran. This quote was made by, this quote is that Abdul Kalam attached this quote to his mother, saying that as a child he had got a greater responsibilities, greater things to serve for the nation, and no parents could possess their children with them, because every ward or every child has got greater responsibility to serve for the nation. And he has already made a decision to serve for the country with full of spiritual ideas, enlightening thoughts, and scientific thinking. So he was able to convince his mother to go for higher studies away from Ramanathapuram, Rameshwaram. So this quote proved, this quote is a better example for every learners. As an individual, we have got a greater responsibility to serve and execute for the betterment of every individual, for our own society too. We should realize our potential by performing such duties in the society. Thank you.